Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
Come out, our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. I think we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you'll really.
We recognize that sport is an agent for change and an opportunity for an inclusive environment built on the foundation of respect. The Golden Knights are committed to being a champion of the values within the Gannon mission statement in and out of competition. And from the hymn, Lift Every Voice and Sing, let us sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. In these words, as student athletes, coaches, and administrators, we stand united for change. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Remove your headwear to honor America and all our men and women serving in the armed forces to the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the McConnell Family Stadium for today's PSAC West matchup between the Gannon Golden Knights and your California Vulcans. My name is John Sape, and it'll just be me here today to take you through today's action. Both teams coming into today's game deadlocked in the PSAC conference in second place, trailing just behind the Rock of Slippery Rock. So both teams looking to try to keep themselves in the title race. And coming into today's game, both teams sitting at 5-1 in the conference. The Vulcans 6-2 overall, and after that big win last week against the Mercier's Lakers, the Vulcans continuing to try to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Golden Knights coming off of a big last-second win last week against the IUP Crimson Hawks, thanks to the PSAC West Special Teams Athlete of the Week once again, Eric Scarpino, with a 51-yard field goal made at the buzzer, pretty much to give the Golden Knights their win last week. So both teams coming in off a couple big wins and need to be able to continue that into here. Last time these two teams played, the Vulcans, it did not go the Vulcans' way. The Golden Knights came into California last year and had a commanding victory over the Vulcans, 25-13. The last time these two teams played, about a year ago to the day. You can see the last game for the Vulcans, a 58-19 victory over the Lakers of Mercyhurst, and it's going to be all up to the Vulcans here today to see if they can continue their push here on the season, just trying to improve off of their season last year, and like I said, still with this week and next week still alive, and slowly climbing up the ranks of the Atlantic. And as we begin this first half, the Vulcans in the white tops with the red bottoms will be going from left to right on your screen. The Golden Knights in the all red will be going from right to left. It's going to be Pico kicking us off here for California. Back deep to receive for the Golden Knights will be number 80, Chaz Davis, and number 81, Joshawn Lewis. It's also senior day here at the Golden Knights. 23 seniors being supported here today. And it's Lewis and Davis back deep to receive for the Golden Knights. Pico's kick gets us underway. Fielded inside of the 10-yard line by Lewis. Lewis working his way up the field, spun down immediately. Great open field tackle by Robert Washington, number 53 for the Vulcans. Got down there in a hurry. And the Golden Knights will start their first possession of the game from their own 21. And coming into today's game, the Golden Knights pretty much with a 5-1 record in the conference, but pretty much bog standard in terms of statistics, ranking amongst the conference. 23.2 points per game ranks them 9th in the conference. 24.2 points allowed per game ranks them 9th in the conference. So yards per game, they're a little bit higher up, 362.4 yards per game ranks them 5th. So offense definitely one of the big pieces. Throw on first down. That pass is complete. Trying to get out of bounds, and it's Solomon Jr. making sure that they're unable to. It was number 9, Jaden Whitaker, with the pass. Braden Soboleski, number 19, with the reception.
31-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards on the playmaking and second down and 2.
Picks up about 8 on the play. It'll be second down and 2. Ball on the 31-yard line. Whitaker hands it off, and the Vulcans are back there immediately. That was Donnie Marcus on the carry and lost about 6 on the play. Just brought back immediately. Just like that, the Vulcans force a big 3rd and long now, but 3rd and 7. Ball on the 26.
Third down and 7, ball to
Coming into the game, Golden Knights also ranked 9th in 3rd down completion, about 38.1. And the Vulcans, one of the better defenses, giving about 34.4% of 3rd downs. Whitaker back to throw, stepping up. That pass completed on the far side. Great throw and catch. That's Keyshawn Batiste pulling that one in just past the first down marker, and Golden Knights pick up their first down.
He's run out of bounds with number 20, Rashad Murray.
Rashad Murray, the nearest defender, pushes him out of bounds. First and 10 at the 34. Handoff again. Great cut by Marcus, and Marcus just trying to work his way up the field and did about as well as he could. Given the circumstances, gets pushed. Gets brought down after picking up about 3 on the play. Charney and a couple of other Vulcans in and amongst the tackles.
Gain of 3 on the play, making it 2nd down and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 receivers on the near side here for the Golden Knights. Whitaker in the gun, takes a snap, stepping up, has a ton of time. That pass over the middle, incomplete. Great coverage by Charney on the back end, trying to find Sam East.
Whitaker's pass.
And Charney got a hand in there.
Intended for Sam East.
Forces another 3rd down and 7 here for the Golden Knights.
That's broken up by Charney. Incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down and 7 at the 37.
Both teams making a couple of substitutions. 4 receivers set. 2 on either side here for the Golden Knights. Whitaker in the gun. Marcus to his left. Whitaker takes a snap, stepping up, now rolling to his right. Whitaker trying to get outside the pocket. Whitaker getting ran out of bounds, picking up maybe 1 or 2 on the play, and the Vulcans get a big stop on 3rd down.
Chased out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
And that'll force the Golden Knight punting unit out onto the field, so the Vulcan defense gets the stop that they needed to do.
Donovan Warren in punt formation for Gannon.
And that will bring on number 98, Donovan Warren. Be Eric Willis, the 3rd back deep to receive. Warren snap. Kind of a line drive. Willis lets that one go by him and able to scoop that one up around his own 10-yard line. Willis trying to work his way to the outside before being ran out of bounds. Around the 25-26 yard line.
Eric Willis takes the punt.
So Willis making up for it a little bit, able to pick up some positive yardage after a decent punt that time by Warren, and the Vulcan offense will make their way back out on, or make their way onto the field for the first time. And this offense got off to a slow start in that first quarter last week against the Lakers, but after about 14 minutes, that offense was high flying for the rest of the game. So let's see which of the 2 monsters they decide to be today. It's going to be Black in the gun. First down, handoff this time to McCann. McCann struggling his way forward, picking up a couple positive yardage, about 3 on the first down run.
Handoff to Eric McCann.
We saw a lot of McCann and Boyd last week, just the switch. Those 2 running backs in the backfield for the Vulcans just doing wonders for him. And picks up about 4, 2nd down and 6 now for the Vulcans. Black back to throw, stepping up. Black keeping himself in black. Hit as he's sliding down.
Davis Black to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket. Carries out.
Ball's going to be down on the 31 yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, I think. going to be called for. No call's going to be hit just before the slide. So I think
Is it getting on camera? How bad is it on camera?
about 3rd down and 3 now.
If it starts getting wet, like the camera's like it starts building up in coverage.
Black takes the snap, looking to throw pass to his left side. That pass is complete on the far side before being brought down out of bounds.
Davis Black's pass is complete.
It's Eric Willis, the 3rd on the reception.
Eric Willis.
The favorite target of Davis Black. Able to pull that one in 42 receptions, 771 yards, 7 touchdowns on the season coming into the game.
Catch is good for a first down.
It'll be a 1st down and 10 now
First down and 10 Vulcans.
on the Vulcans on their own 48-yard line. Black back to throw. Pass completed to McCann. McCann breaking off a couple of tackles, but a flag thrown in and around the area. I think this one is going to come back as looks like there was a holding call against the Vulcans as Black was trying to escape. That one. Will back the Vulcans up another 10 yards. So after that nice 1st down reception by McCann, the ball will be pushed back to the 37, so it'll be 1st down and 20. Vulcans on their own 37-yard line. 9:20 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Vulcans looking to strike first here in this game. Black takes a snap, hands it off, and McCann bouncing off of a couple of tackles, spinning forward before being brought down. Picks up about 5 on the play, so a decent chunk of the original 10 loss, but Vulcans still in the hole. Will be 2nd down and 15. Whistle blown. It looks like an injury timeout will be called. An injured Golden Knight is down on the field. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It was number 10, Diego Bremer, the injured Golden Knight, down on the field, able to make his way off the field. Hopefully everything is all right with him and is able to continue on in this game as Vulcans now sitting at 2nd and 15. Ball on their own 42-yard line. Black now rolling to his right under some pressure and just throwing that one away on the near side. Pass rush from the Golden Knights. Able to get back there quickly, and that one falls incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 15 now here for the Vulcans. Started off the drive very well. We're moving it nicely down the field, but as we always see, the penalties coming back to harm you. 3rd down and 15. Two receivers on the far side for Black. 2 on the near. Black gets the snap. Stepping up, going deep down the middle of the field. That pass incomplete, trying to find Amari Hopkins down the middle of the field, and thought Hopkins could have had it there for a second, but great coverage in the middle of the field by the Golden Knights, and Pass falls incomplete, and the Vulcans unable to get some points on the board in their first offensive drive. That'll bring out Rosensteel in the punting unit here for the Vulcans. Rosensteel's punt fielded at the 16-15 yard line. Trying to reverse field Chaz Davis, but Davis finally being brought down just past the 20, around the 22. Davis doing a good job of just working off of a couple of players there, just running all around the field, just trying to make something out of nothing there, and that'll bring up the second possession here of the game for the Golden Knights offense. Whitaker and company back out. 3 receiver set for the Golden Knights. Man in motion across the formation. Handoff on the play, and that play goes nowhere. It's Marcus again, and kind of tripped as he received the ball, and the handoff loses about a yard on the play.
Stop made by number 31, Keith Charney.
Going to go down as no gain, so it'll be second down and 10. Whitaker still in the gun. Man in motion. Handoff again to Marcus, and Marcus going nowhere again. That time Hutchinson just storming down, just all sorts of problems as Hutchinson able to just read that play immediately. Makes the tackle, brings up a third down and 10 now for the Golden Knights. And
no gain on the play, third down and 10, ball at the 21-yard line.
the Golden Knights, one of the better rushing teams in the comp, averaging about 166.8 yards on the ground per game, just unable to get the ground game going so far. Third down 10. Whitaker takes a step, stepping up. Whitaker now rolling to his right, and Whitaker goes down. Toby and Miller get to him, and the Vulcans force the 3 and out. Great defense.
Also in on the stop, number 5, Matt Toby.
The Vulcans 3 big plays in a row, just allowing the Golden Knights to go nowhere.
Lost back to the 15-yard line, brings up fourth down and 16.
So it'll be 4th and 16 now. Ball on the 15. Donovan Warren standing at his own 2-yard line. Boot this one away. Willis receives this one at midfield, and Willis is taking off with it, and Willis just zooming up the middle of the field, being brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Vulcan offense will start with excellent field position. 1st and 10 from the Golden Knight 31.
Eric Willis takes the punt. He returns it
And with
into
California,
Gannon
the offense has been a bit stagnant to start the games in the last couple of weeks, but
Vulcans will start their first down and 10.
it's a big opportunity for them to get some points on the board early. Here, 5:49 left to go here in the first quarter. Still 0-0. California looking to strike first in this affair. 3 receiver set. Willis alone on the far side. Hopkins and Martin on the near side. McCann gets the call, just trying to follow behind his blockers, picks up a long one. Brought down by a couple members of the Golden Knights, and
That's Eric McCann.
so far both teams
McCann picks up a yard
struggling
down to the 30-yard
to get the
line,
running game
second down
going.
and 9.
Vulcans keep the same formation, just switch the sides. Black in the pistol. Play action this time. Able to find Raj on the near side, and Raj just trying to spin himself forward, picks up
Davis Black's
maybe
pass.
another yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 now on the play.
Cage Road.
It's Chris Farnsworth
Farnsworth on the stop
who made
for
the tackle
Gannon.
that time on Raj, and
Third down and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Be a 3rd and 8. Ball on the Golden Knight 29. The Vulcans don't want to come up empty-handed on this drive. Cameron in the backfield. 3 receivers set for the Vulcans. Handoff this time to Cameron, and Cameron gets the blocks, and Cameron slips through, and Cameron going to go untouched into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. And just like that, the Vulcans, out of nothing, able to get themselves on the board. 29-yard rush from Cameron, able to get his first touchdown of the season.
29-yard touchdown run by number 26, Isaiah Cameron.
That'll bring Beatco on to attempt the extra point.
82.
Rosensteel to hold. Anthony Beatco's kick is up, and Beatco's kick is good. And with 4:23 left to go here in the first quarter, the Vulcans with 7-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
The California Vulcans 7.
Come on out to the Convocation Center and support men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Come out. Our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. I think we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you're really...
And in the community, through the gifts and enthusiasm.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the McConnell Family Stadium, where the Vulcans have a 7-0 lead over the Gannon Golden Knights. Isaiah Cameron able to get his first touchdown of the season on the 29-yard run. 3rd down and 8. Handoff was not something that I had in mind, but like I said, the coaches are way better at coaching than I would ever be as Beatco. His kick will get us underway. It will be fielded at about the 2-yard line. Lewis, on the return, Lewis trying to reverse fields and gets brought down shy of the 20-yard line. Great special teams coverage again by the Vulcans. It'll be 1st down and 10 now from the 17. While we have a second, we can take a look at today's PSAC's schedule. The Vulcans against the Golden Knights, and then we have Seton Hill versus Mercyhurst, IUP versus Clarion, The Rock versus Edinburgh, East Stroudsburg versus Shepherd, Bloomsburg versus Millersville, Kutztown, who have already won the PSAC East, versus Westchester, and Lockhaven versus Shippensburg. So great action here today all across the conference. 1st down and 10. Whitaker play action. That pass is completed. Brought down immediately.
Whitaker's pass is complete.
Was number 19, Braden Soboleski, is able to make the catch. Picks up about 6 or 7 on the catch. Ball be brought down at the 25, so it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 25. Whitaker gets a snap. That pass again completed. Kejon Baptiste able to pull that one in just past the 30, about 31. 6-yard gain that time. So the Golden Knights trying to right some wrongs from the first couple of offensive possessions. Notice that just trying to set up for these long, deep passes is not working. So going to the short, quick, immediate throws, and Whitaker gets a snap now, rolling to his right. Has him in. That pass is caught just past the sticks, and the Golden Knights moving down the field. That's Donnell Mason, also known as Tank Mason, who brings that in. Ball will be at the 43-yard line. Going to be an injury timeout as a Vulcan has gone down injured on the field. Number 96, Josh Hugh, the injured Vulcan down on the field. And it looks like he's going to make his way back to his feet. He's going to make his way off the field, so hopefully everything is all right with him as he is able to walk off the field on his own accord. So hopefully, maybe it's just some cramps. Kind of interesting weather here today. A little, not the warmest, not the coldest, so it's a little bit chilly, but a little bit of rain as well. So some good,
First and 10, Gannon. Ball
depending on who you ask, some good football weather for today's game. It would be first down and 10 now for the Golden Knights on their own 43. High snap, but Whitaker going to keep it, and Siegel does a good job at reading that, because Whitaker could have taken that one all the way, but Siegel able to wrap around his legs. But the Golden Knights back to the line quickly. They're going to fake the Whitaker going to fake the pitch. Keeps it himself, going to get brought down just past the midfield marker. It'll be third down and about 2 at the 40, at the Vulcan 49, as Washington makes the tackle. And we've seen just the increase in the tempo from the Golden Knight offense, and seem to have a lot more success in the couple of opening drives that we've seen from them. Have a bunch formation, 2 receivers on either side. Whitaker in the gun, sending Marcus to the left. Flag thrown. It's going to be a false start against the Golden Knights. They're going to call a snap infraction against number 76, Montana Neitert. That'll move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be third down and 7. The ball on the Golden Knight 46. It's because he might have been moving the ball around before everyone else was set. Whitaker now takes the snap, has some time now stepping up as the Vulcan pressure getting to him, and the Vulcans able to get to him, and Washington able to upend him, able to get the 5 yards back. So it'll be about fourth down and 2, fourth down and 3 again.
Carries the midfield where he's brought down, bringing up fourth down and 2.
And with that, that'll bring the punting unit back onto the field, as the Vulcans will take that. They got the stop that they needed, and as it seemed like the drive was going different ways, the punt for the Vulcans will be fielded by Willis at the 11-yard line. 56 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Vulcan offense will make their way back out onto the field. Last time out, the Vulcan offense started at the 31. Now only needed 3 plays to get themselves into the end zone. Can the offense pick up where they left off? That's, like I said last week, that's all they needed. First down. Black back to throw. That pass completed, I believe, to Willis on the near side.
I don't think it's any game. Davis Black's pass.
Willis
Willis
doesn't really pick up anything. Maybe half a yard at the most, but
Willis finds the 12-yard line for a gain of 1. Second down and 9.
I think the forward progress will give him a generous 1. So we'll bring up a second down and 9 for the Vulcans. Ball on the 12. Black sends Roger motion, hands this one off to McCann, and McCann trying to get to the outside. Excuse me, that's Boyd, Bobby Boyd Jr. He gets his first carry, who had a big week last week, and Boyd going to be brought down, I believe, just shy of the first down marker. And that's going to be the end of it here at the McConnell Family Stadium of the first quarter. The Vulcans with a 7-0 lead. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
There will be exciting CSAC soccer playoff action.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the McConnell Family Stadium as the Vulcans begin the second quarter with the ball and with a 7-point lead after the Cameron 29-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Bit of a slow start from both teams, just trying to get their footing, so to speak, but the Vulcans still have the ball 3rd down and 1, the ball on their own 20. Black in the gun. 12 personnel here for the Vulcans. Boyd in the backfield. Hands it off to Boyd, and Boyd just trying to power forward. Trying to see where the forward progress is going to spot him. Looks like
That's Bobby Boyd.
the Markham
He stops immediately by number 9, Chris Farnsworth.
at the 21. They're going to call out an official measurement because it looks like he's a little bit short, but I think from the angle, unable to tell.
Official timeout on the field for a measurement.
The officials take the timeout. The chain gang will make their way onto the field. And see if Boyd did enough to get it. Boyd about half a yard short.
Boyd's carry just shy of the first down.
So good defensive stop from the Golden Knights. Bring up a 4th down and 1, and the Vulcan offense staying out on the field. Just looking to see whether the Vulcans looking to just pound this one over. Johnson sent in motion. Black on the keeper, and Black does enough to get it.
Davis Black on a quarterback sneak.
Doing their own variation of
Black to the 22-yard
of the Eagles push pile. And the Vulcan tush push works out as it'll be a 1st down and 10 now. New set of downs for them. Ball on their own 23. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Boyd in the backfield next to Black, and Black takes the snap, and Black gets hit immediately. That pass thrown up. And that pass is pulled in. Davey Johnson pulls in the throw. I mean, everything about that play was scuffed from the start, but the Vulcans make it work out. Black hit as he's thrown, just tosses it up, and Johnson right on the sideline, able to pull it in. And so the Vulcans flip the field. It'll be 1st down and 10. The ball on the Golden Knight 43-yard line. It's plays like that we've seen the Vulcans pull off time and time again this year. 1st down rush as Boyd gets the call and slips. He's trying to make his way through the hole.
That's Bobby Boyd.
Picks up about 1.5 yards, and just an unbelievable catch by Davey Johnson on this near side.
Boyd brought down after a gain of a yard on the play, making it 2nd down and 9 at the Gannon 42.
It'll be a 2nd down and 9 now here for the Vulcans. Ball on the 42. Two receivers on the far side. One on the near. Black gets the snap. Has some time now, rolling to his right, trying to escape. Just throws that one out of bounds. Golden Knight pressure. Has been able to get to him. That time is number 36, Hyogi Toomer. Able to get back there and force Black under a bit of pressure. Be 3rd down and 9 and now for the Vulcans. Cameron in the backfield. Black under pressure and nowhere to go. That number 52, Joseph Luahu, Joe Luahu, just got back there immediately and pushes the Vulcans back into their own territory.
Bring up 4th down and long.
We saw a couple times on that drive just the defensive front for there's going to be a flag thrown as Rosensteel's punt is deep, but Rosensteel got ran over on the back end, number 30. Javion Blake.
His punt goes into the end zone, but there is a penalty flag on the play. See if it's personal foul.
Potentially could get called.
No flag.
Actually going to wave the flag off. Going to wave the flag off as Coach Dunn now wanting a bit of an explanation, but going back to my point, I think Rosensteel's punt went out of the back of the end zone. I was talking about how the defensive front for the Golden Knights, especially on this drive, has proven a little bit too hot to handle for the Vulcan offensive line. They just had us all sorts of struggles. I mean, on that last play, they even had forced Cameron to come in to be the extra blocker, but it did not matter. I think Coach Dunn not happy about that no call. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Golden Knights. Ball on their own 20. Whitaker hands it off to Marcus. Marcus trying to work his way around the outside, and Marcus does, and going to get pushed out after a nice gain. Maybe a yard or two shy of the 1st down.
Not before he crosses the 25 to the 28-yard line. Pick up of 8 yards on the play, making it 2nd down and
Marcus, one of the first positive rushes he's had so far, and it's going to be super important for the Golden Knights. They want to continue moving that forward. 2nd down and 2. Handoff again to Marcus, and Marcus spanning forward. Going to be just shy of the 1st down as the Vulcan defensive front, including Toby, able to get there and make the tackles. So it'll be about 3rd down and 1 now for the Golden Knights. Ball on their own 29. $10:50 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hand off on the play, and looks like it's going to be just enough to do it as Marcus finally able to make his way forward as the offensive line got just enough penetration and
Marcus finds the 32-yard
picks up about 2 on the ground, and will give the Golden Knights a new set of downs. Split backs with Whitaker in the gun. Whitaker stepping up and Whitaker taking off. It's going to slide down and lose about a yard or so on the play.
Billy Hugh Bay on the stop. Whitaker wrapped up for a loss of a yard on the play, second down and 11 at the 31.
Screen pass on the near side, way off the mark. Whitaker trying to find Soboleski. That one falls incomplete, so bring up a 3rd down and 11 now. For the Golden Knights. Whitaker in the gun has some time, but Whitaker doesn't anymore. The 3 rushers for the Vulcan are able to get there. Sanago amongst the first. Something that Sanago has done all season so far. 8th sack of the season for Ib Sanago. Forces a 6-yard loss. And the Vulcans get their defense off the field once again. I mean, the defense been stepping it up in some big ways the last couple of weeks. Punt from Warren, going to be fair caught by Willis at the 33-yard line.
Eric Willis signals for the fair catch at the 33-yard line, and that's where Cal starts, 1st and 10.
While we have a second, we can take a look at the PSAC West standings as the Rock already, I believe, already clinched the spot from the West to face off against Kutztown in the championship matchup, but the Vulcans and the Golden Knights still tied for second place, trying to work their way up the Atlantic Regional standings as Black play action pass going deep down the field, trying to find Willis, and incomplete as Willis had a step or two, but some excellent coverage on the back end. That time by number 8, Jordan Tolliver. Was able to break that one up, and I always talk about how it's super hard if Will is able to get behind you. No one's really able to catch up, but the pass that time from Black through Willis just a little bit and allowed Tolliver just enough time to get back and break that one up. So big play wiped off the board. 2nd down and 10 now for the Vulcans. Handoff this time as McCann showing off the patience, just slipping around, just following the blockers, picks up about 7 on the ground. Brought down at the 40.
That's Eric McCann.
A 3rd down and 3 now.
McCann to the 40-yard line before he's met by Daquan Stevenson. Third down and 3.
8:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Black in the gun draw played. McCann goes nowhere. Nothing can be done. Trey Baker, one of the first ones to him, and this is about 4 on the play, and
he's immediately stopped by number 50, Trey Baker.
After a couple of good plays shown back and forth, Vulcans will make their way off the field once again. Rosensteel
After a loss of 3 yards on the play.
will be back deep to punt. The snap fumbled as Rosensteel just keeps it, just trying to get forward as got back to the original line of scrimmage. We've seen the special teams struggle a bit for the Vulcans on the season, but first time we've seen something like that, so the Golden Knights have a golden opportunity here to get themselves back into the game. So it'll be 1st and 10 now from the Vulcan 39-yard line, the best field position that they've had all game so far. empty set for the Golden Knights offense as they make their way back out onto the field. Whitaker in the gun. The Vulcans sending some pressure. Pass completed on the far side. Blown up immediately. Tank Mason able to hold on to that ball after picking up about 7, but the Vulcans letting him feel it.
Mason over the 35 down to the 32-yard line to pick up 7 yards of the play. Second down to 3.
3 receivers on the near side now here for the Golden Knights. Whitaker in the gun. That pass overthrown, trying to find Mason again, and I think Whitaker and Mason not on the same page that time. Luckily for Whitaker, that one does not end up in the arms of the Vulcans, as Charney and Loban and Toby were all in the area, but that one goes over everyone's head. Bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Golden Knights. Trio receivers on the near side. The Vulcans looking to send the house here. Screen pass on the near side. The pass is completed. It's Batiste able to pick up enough for the first down. Gets pushed out of bounds at the 25.
Shane Whitaker's pass is complete to John Baptiste.
Picks up about 8 on the play.
Baptiste to the 26-yard line. That catch is good for a first down.
That's enough for a Golden Knight first down. And a good job that time by Whitaker for getting out, even though the pressure was getting to him. Whitaker keeps it now. Throwing on the run. Pass incomplete, trying to find Mason. Mason unable to hold on. Bring up 2nd down and 10. 6:03 left to go here in the second quarter. Vulcans still nursing a 7-0 lead over the Golden Knights, but the Golden Knights within striking distance. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near. Marcus gets the call, and Marcus able to break off 1 tackle. Marcus just trying to get forward, and Marcus powering forward even further. Gets himself well within the Vulcan red zone. Gets brought down at the 12-yard line.
Before he's met by number 7, Jacob Siegel. Marcus carry good for a first down. First down and 10, Gannon at the Vulcan 13-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 now for the Golden Knights. The Vulcan 13. Whitaker gets the snap, stepping up and breaking off a tackle. Whitaker just going to hold on to it that time, and picks up maybe a yard, but his teammates wanted the late hit called, but I think the Vulcan defender did just enough to kind of lift off. There was a little bit of contact, but not enough deemed to be a penalty, which would have pushed the Golden Knights well within the Vulcan 10-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 12. Whitaker hands it off to to Marcus again. Marcus able to pick up about 3.
Toby on the stop. Julian LaVenture also on the stop for Cal.
3rd down and 5 now for the Golden Knights.
4-yard pickup, 3rd down and 6 to 9-yard line.
4 receivers set here for the Golden Knights. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Golden Knights able to get it off. The pass towards the back of the end zone. Falls incomplete. Trying to find Lewis on the near side, and Vulcan defense gets the job done. And they'll bring up the field goal unit and Eric Scarpino. be on Scarpino on the season. Has not missed a kick. 14 for 14 on field goals. 23 for 23 on point after attempts. Scarpino's kick is up. And Scarpino's kick is good. And with 3:49 left to go here in the second quarter, the Golden Knights make it 7-3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Come on out to the Convocation Center and support men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Come out. Our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. I think we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you'll really.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the McConnell Family Stadium. As Scarpino's 27-yard field goal cuts the lead to 4, 7-3. 3:49 left here in the second quarter. Boyd and Johnson back deep to return here for the Vulcans. Boyd fields it at the 8-yard line, and Boyd gets hit immediately. Great open field tackle that time by number 46, Ian Mooney, who brings Boyd down at the 27-yard line.
Boyd returns the kickoff over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Vulcans will start their first
The Vulcans,
down at 10.
with 3:44 left to go, still have all 3 timeouts. Get the ball to start the second half. So it would be nice to put some points on the board here at the end of the first half, knowing that you get the ball to start the second. So 1st and 10. Handoff this time to Boyd. Boyd showing off the patience, and Boyd gets spun down a yard short of the first down. Another great rush by Boyd.
Boyd finds some room up the middle, carries out over the 35 to the 36-yard line, where he's met by Diego Bremers.
Bring up 2nd down and 1.
A gain of 9 yards in the play, making it 2nd and 1 at the Vulcan 36.
2 receivers on the near side here for California. Kelechi and Raj going in motion again. Handoff again to Boyd, and Boyd showing off the moves a little bit as well. And Boyd keeping the pack going, gets brought down at the 41
Boyd again a ball carrier.
by a pile. Golden Knights defenders are now under 3 minutes, 2:50 left to go.
Boyd's out over the 40 to the 41. That
Vulcans,
carry's good for a first down, where he's
no rush for
met
time.
by number 9, Chris Farnsworth. First down and 10 Cal at their own 41-yard line.
3 receivers set, 2 on the near, 1 on the far. Boyd still in the backfield. Hopkins in motion. Handoff again to Boyd, and Boyd slipping back through, just finding the seams in the offensive line and just able to make his way forward again. About 6 or 7 on the ground that time for Boyd. Gets brought down at around the 49-yard line. Being injured, a Golden Knight down on the field. Number 50, Trey Baker, injured Golden Knight. And with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network. Hello, everyone. Welcome back as Baker will make his way off the field. The Vulcan offense looking to pick up right where they left off. 2nd down and 3. Hand off to Boyd again, and Boyd hitting the backfield immediately. Number 52,
Immediately in the backfield by number 52, Joe Luasu.
Joe Luasu, able to get back there and make the big stop. Boyd loses about 2 on the play. 3rd down and 5 now.
Moves the ball back to the 46-yard line. Where do we
For
down? 35.
the Vulcans, it'll be 3rd and 5 from their own 46. Need to get to the Golden Knight 49. 1:21 left to go here in the first half. Black throw to the near side, caught by Martin, and Martin forcing himself forward and picks up well enough for the first down and a lot more. The Vulcans getting back to the line quickly, trying to preserve these timeouts. Black stepping up. Black falls forward, picks up a couple.
Black back to pass. He's chased out of the pocket.
As there's an injured Golden Knight
Carries inside the game.
on the backside. Number 33, Obi Ezigbo, is injured around midfield as he blew right past Black and able to make his way off the field. But the ball's on the 33-yard line, I believe. 52 seconds left. And the clock starts and handoff again. This time it's Cameron getting the call. He gets shoved out of bounds. After picking up a couple, is about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Cameron bumped out of bounds by number 10, Diego Bremers. Not before he finds the 31-yard line. Where it's 3rd down and 1.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Vulcans still with all 3 of their timeouts. 46 seconds left. Handoff, Boyd able to power himself forward.
Bobby Boyd, the ball carrier.
He gets more than enough to pick up the Vulcan first down. I think with that, the Vulcans are going to take their first timeout. That'll stop the clock with 41 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 24.
I got tackled, the quarterback. There was an injury. Yep. After they came back, they didn't start the clock. Should have been started, right? Wait, unless on your 2 minutes or anything like that. I mean, it was an injury, but yeah, is that an injury? Did you start the clock? I would have taken another 10 seconds. Go down and ask them.
The Vulcan offense just putting up the pressure a little bit. We've seen both offenses so far just not having the greatest job finding their footing, but both of them still with plenty of time left. As Black takes the snap, stepping up, throwing to the near side. That pass incomplete. Trying to find Blessed on the near side.
For to tell Blessed, that's incomplete.
Bring up a Second down and 10 now from the 24. Vulcans well within Beatco's range on the season. Still like to get 6 here instead of the field goal, but Black takes the snap, looking to the near side again, airing it out, and just chucks that one well out of bounds.
Davis back pass is incomplete.
Brings up a third down and 10, so interesting decision to see what the Vulcans decide to do now. They still have 2 timeouts.
Pass intended for Omari Hopkins. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 is the 24. It's a Beatles song, you ever hear it? Oh, yeah. Played backwards, it's turned me on to Yep, he did it on his purpose. Turned me on to Deadman. That was on the way to
4 receivers set. Black in the gun. Has time, just going deep towards the end zone. The pass caught for the touchdown in the back of the end zone.
24-yard touchdown strike, Black to Eric Willis.
Eric Willis pulls in the score right before halftime. The Vulcans able to get themselves another touchdown. Great catch in the back of the end zone as Beatco's kick is up. Beatco's kick is good. With 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Scored California 14, Gannon 3.
25 seconds left in the first half. The score, the California Vulcans 14. Gannon.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the McConnell Family Stadium as the Vulcans pick up another touchdown right before the end of the half. 14-3 after the 24-yard touchdown from Black to Willis. 25 seconds left here in the first half. Beatco's kick will get us underway. Be caught at the 10-yard line. Brought back to around the 32-yard line, so a decent bit of field, or decent return for the Golden Knights. And by Lewis, 20 seconds left. Golden Knights still some timeouts, but
He returns the ball out to the 31-yard line where he's met by John.
have to be doing a lot to get their way down the field, but I think the Golden Knights offense makes their way back out onto the field. 3 receivers. It's Whitaker. Hands this one off to Marcus, and Marcus just trying to find anything on the ground. Picks up about 4.
Marcus over the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I think with that, another injured Golden Knight on the ground.
Is there an injury again? Yeah.
So I think one of the offensive linemen for the Golden Knights rolled up, and maybe a bit of a surprising play call considering the whole plan was just to run the time off. Probably should have just taken the knee, but looks like It looks like both teams going to make their way off the field as the 10-second runoff, and the clock will fall to 0. The Golden Knights will not take their timeout, so that'll be the end of the first half. Here at the McConnell Family Stadium, the Vulcans 13, the Golden Knights 3. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network.
I love going back there. We've had a lot of success over the years. We've won regional titles there. A lot of kids have qualified. Actually, one of the men's course records is held by Chris Clark, who was one of the first All-Americans in this millennium. And yeah, we're just excited to go back and see what the kids can do.
I think the team, we're in a pretty good spot this year. It'll really come down to like our 4th through 7 because they can make up the most points. But I definitely think we could finish in the top 5 this year. I think we finished 7th last year, so it's really not a far stretch for us to finish in the top 5. As an individual, the expectation is that I qualify again. I want to qualify again. It's always nice going across the country and traveling, so definitely that's the expectation, is to finish in the top 5 this year.
The goals for myself, I want to make it to nationals, and for the team, I mean, we got 8th at conference, so I'm hoping that we can at least get 8th at regionals. And yeah, obviously, if we have everybody has a great race, then hopefully we get closer to them.
Thing that we focus on is the end of the season, so like the conference, the regional, national championships. And from a physiological point of view, you can actually only be at your best for a short period of time, say anywhere from about 3 weeks to 4 weeks. So you want to pour all of your emotion and energy into this time of the season, and so that's what we've been focused on since early summer, and so now we're at that point. So it's quite exciting, a lot of energy kind of with both teams, and we're just waiting for Saturday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Erie, Pennsylvania for this contest between your California Vulcans and the Gannon Knights, where your score is 14-3 California. This game has been a pretty slow contest as of late, and I'd like to make a point. This is Braxton Turner. I am replacing John Sape, as he did lose his voice earlier. So you will have me for the rest of this game. And I would like to point out both leaders so far in this game for both teams. In rushing yards, we have, for California Vulcans, we have number 8, Bobby Boyd Jr. with a gain of 37 yards. Excuse me, not number 8, but 37 yards on 8 carries. And for Gannon Knights, Donnie Marcus, 10 carries for a gain of 37 yards. As we get ready to kick off here, number 94, Eric Scarpino. Ball is off for the fair catch. Ball will be placed at around the 27-yard line. Excuse me, 25-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Vulcans will start, 1st and 10.
Here come your Vulcans offense currently. See, on the day, Davis Black going 6 for 12 on 91 yards with 1 touchdown along of 34. The snap. Davis dropping back, throwing deep down the sideline. Over the top and caught by number 89, going down to the 10. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Number 89, Vay Johnson. What a catch. Just over the top of the defender. It's gracious. Would have been gone, but just stepped out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of about 50 yards on that play there. Back and snap. Little out route caught. Excuse me. No, it's not. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the Vulcans. Number 17.
That's incomplete.
Tail Blessed. Offense has been a little bit slower for both teams so far in this game. With a total of 91 passing yards in the first half for Vulcans and 54 for the Gannon Knights. Black getting the snap, handed off to McCann. McCann bouncing it back outside and brought down by number 50, Trey Baker, with a gain of about 4. See, first half alone, Vulcans getting 86 rushing yards on 20 carries. Gannon Knights 33 yards on 18 carries. So we have 2 receivers on the left side and 1 on the near side. Black signaling in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, looks downfield, has a man, and that ball is intercepted. And that will be a touchback. Black throwing the ball. Originally looked like he had someone down the field.
Intercepted by number 9, Chris Farnsworth.
Looked like he had someone down deep. But just extra man came down over top, I believe, number 19. Just what an interception.
Farnsworth interception. He steps out of the end zone. Ball be brought out to the 20-yard line, and that's where Gannon has it, 1st down and 10.
So Gannon Knights will get the ball on their own 20-yard line after that touchback. Interception there. That being the first interception of the game today. Gannon in the gun. Man in motion. Fake. Play fake. Ball just over the head of and incomplete. And it looks like there is a flag down on the field.
Whitaker's pass intended for Baptiste is incomplete. There is a penalty flag on the play.
I'm not sure exactly what the call was. Flag came in just a bit late. If I had anything to assume, I'd assume it was a hold call on the corner. Pass interference. And it will be a pass interference call on the Vulcans. 15-yard penalty and a first down
15-yard penalty against the Vulcans
for the Gannon Knights.
35-yard line.
Jaden Whitaker in the first half going 7 for 12 with a total of 54 yards. Sacked 3 times in the first half. Man in motion. Whitaker taking the snap. Fake handoff. Little out route. Ball's broken. Pass is broken up by number 20.
Whitaker's pass intended for Sam
Rashawn
East.
Murray.
That's broken up by number 20, Rashawn Murray. Incomplete pass makes it
In this
second
game,
down
these short
again.
passes have been a favorite of both teams. The out routes. This ball just got there just a little bit late. Had he thrown it sooner, may have had a man. Whitaker lined up in the gun. 2 receivers on the near side and 1 on the far. Takes the snap. Drops back the pass. He's playing time. Ball's thrown and incomplete.
Whitaker's pass intended for Tank Mason.
In and out of the hands. Number 82, Tank
Broken
Mason.
up by number 31, Keith Charney. Incomplete pass brings up third down.
It's in and out of the hands. The defender just a little bit back, but able to get into the play enough just to break the pass up. Whitaker alone in the backfield, 3 on the near side and 2 on the far. Audibles. It's a snap, looks downfield, looks to the left. Thrown across the middle and caught by number 1. And that will be a first down. Kejon Baptiste.
Baptiste carries into Vulcan territory to the Cal 42-yard
Vulcans looked like they were in a man defense there. Baptiste running a post and just cutting on the inside and being open for that play there. Pass from Whitaker. Again, an empty backfield. Whitaker taking the snap. Little screen pass. Makes a move and knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. Again, in this drive, chipping away at the Vulcans' defense. Not too many big plays so far in this game. Longest pass for the Vulcans being 34 yards, and the longest pass for Gannon Knights before that pass caught by Baptiste was 12 yards in the first half. Baptiste faking the handoff once again. Looking downfield, having all day. Wide open, number 3 makes a juke. And he is in for the touchdown. Caught by Sam East. What a move and what a catch there by the Gannon Knights. What a swing of momentum here first. The Vulcans getting that about 50-yard play there. Then the interception thrown by Black, and Knights able to capitalize off of it. Here's the extra point. And the extra point is good. So your score now. We'll be back here on the PSAC Network, CUTV Sports 1.
Come on out to the Convocation Center and support men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
Come out. Our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. I think we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you'll really...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Erie, Pennsylvania, where we have the California Vulcans and the Gannon Knights, where the Gannon Knights have just scored a touchdown on capitalized off the interception. At the end of the drive by the Vulcans score now 12-14. Vulcans most likely looking to bounce back here. Get the momentum to shift once again. And back to kick, number 99, Donovan Warren. Ball is kicked off down the left sideline. Hot, being returned down the sideline and tripped up at about the 30. About the 31. Number 24, Bobby Boyd Jr. on the return.
And that's where Cal starts first down and 10.
And again, this game has been, so with the scores, game has been rather quiet and say almost not as out of character for the Vulcans, but not as explosive as we've previously seen in previous games. But both teams chipping away. Black taking the snap, hands it off to McCann. McCann will be swallowed up with a gain of maybe about 1.
Black's hand off to McCann.
Now with teams like this that are evenly matched, this run game will definitely be a lot harder to come by. As I'll again reference the rushing yards in the first half alone. 20 carries for 86 for Vulcans, 20 carries for 86 yards, and 18 carries for 33 yards for the Gannon Knights in the first half. As I've said once before, the run game is a give and take. Not every time will you get breakaway runs or gain any yards at all. Have whistles blown on the field, and I believe we will have a timeout. Yep, a California timeout.
Hey, Gannon fans, basketball season has arrived.
So far in this game, as I said before, this game has been back and forth between the Gannon Knights, and for good reason. As we've seen in the PSCC West standings, we have Slippery Rock ranked number 1 with 6-0, and California and Gannon both tied for second place, 5-1. And only difference being overall, both teams 5-1 in the division. With the only difference being California Vulcans 6-2 overall, and Gannon being 5-4. And then right behind those two teams are Seton Hill. Seton Hill sitting 500 in the PICC West, and 4-5 overall. Vulcans back out on the field. Black in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws it down the field, down the sideline. Will they rule that? I think they're going to rule that a catch. Yes, they are. They're going to rule that a catch. Thrown to Eric Willis on the sideline. Willis had to tiptoe for that catch.
Willis steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That's catch good for a first down. First and 10, Vulcans ball at their own 45.
Vulcans get a new set of downs. 2 receivers on the near side and 1 on the far. Black taking the snap. Looking downfield. Thrown and caught by Willis once again for the first down.
Black's pass again to Eric Willis.
putting the Vulcans at about the 39-yard line.
Willis bumped out of bounds inside Gannon territory by number 10, Diego Bremers.
Again, Willis being one of the more favorite targets for Davis Black, and as we can see why, Eric Willis in the first half, 4 targets, 40 yards and 1 touchdown. Black with two backs in the backfield. Handoff to Willis. Excuse me.
That's Bobby Boyd.
Bobby Boyd. So a gain of about 8.
Boyd finds some room up the middle.
Falcons with a hurry-up offense. Once again trying to catch the Knights off the heels.
2nd and 8.
Again, handed off with a gain of probably about 2 there.
Boyd again the ball carrier.
Boyd again on that carry there.
Boyd to stop for Gannon.
McCann and Boyd, as of these last few weeks, we've seen a lot more of Bobby Boyd Jr. definitely coming up big for the Vulcans in this game. It's definitely a nice thing to have to be able to bounce between 2 running backs, as we've seen the Vulcans do here and in previous games. 2 men shifted to the right side of the field. Our boy taking the handoff again, cuts it up, and is piled on, which they will give him the first down for a gain of about 3.
Boyd carries inside the 39.
Again, not a lot of yards on that carry there, but just enough for the first down, which is all you need. Vulcans just I don't think they have gone into a huddle yet this entire drive. So far, keeping that momentum going from the start of their drive and trying to put the Gannon Knights on their heels. Black taking the snap, looking down the right side of the field. Slant caught. And stiff-armed. 89. And it's DeVay Johnson again. And we saw a couple plays last drive, had that catch over the top of the Gannon Knights for a gain of about 50 yards.
Johnson to the 20-yard line.
Falcons again, in already information, not bothering to go into their huddle. About 2nd and 2. Davis Black hanging it off to Bobby Boyd. Bobby Boyd bouncing it back outside, and that will be a touchdown.
Bobby Boyd goes in for the touchdown.
Bobby Boyd once again coming up big for this Vulcans offense, able to bounce it back outside.
20-yard touchdown run by number 24, Bobby Boyd. Anthony Beat going to attempt the point after.
After the touchdown by Bobby Boyd, about 20 yards. Beatco back to kick, the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good.
Extra point is up and good.
Score now 26. Vulcans, and we will see you here on the PSAC Network, CUTV, and CUTV Sports 1.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA Championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Back between this contest between the California Vulcans and the Gannon Knights. Last drive, Vulcans scoring off the Bobby Boyd run for about 20 yards, and the extra point by Anthony Beatco. Good score now, 21-10. Vulcans looking to keep this momentum up. Definitely a big touchdown in this game so far, as these teams are pretty close ranking-wise.
Tees the ball up for the Vulcans.
The kick by the Vulcans. Caught about the 10-yard line. Bounces back outside and wrapped up and brought down at about 20-yard line. So the Vulcans not really allowing for many yards to be ran there on them pretty quick. And they will set up on the 20-yard line. One thing I'd like to point out is the rushing yards allowed by the California Vulcans, allowing 1,000 on the season, and Gannon Knights allowing about 1,040. Back to pass, and it is deep down the field, and that is caught wide open by number 80 and caught by 82.
Whitaker's pass complete to number 82, Tank Mason.
Tank Mason. Vulcans zoning up there, and just Whitaker able to find the right spot for the ball to be thrown. Knights will be take a position at about to the 44-yard line. Whitaker the snap, the handoff, and the ball is fumbled. And ball is still rolling out. And they're going to say the Vulcans will come up with the recovery. My goodness, the ball bounced around between possession a couple times. I thought for sure the Vulcans had it once before. Whitaker also making a diving attempt at it, but just not coming up with it. Vulcans just coming up with it all together. And definitely, this will definitely be a shift in momentum in this game as the Vulcans are setting up. And the Gannon Knights own 36-yard line. Seems like any time the offense sets up inside, the defense is 50 is definitely a sometimes, depending on your defense, a worry sight. Whistle's blown. Not exactly what we have. Maybe a timing error. Now referee's asking the game clock to be set to 7:05. Originally 6:56 on the clock. Same thing. Davis in the backfield with two running backs. Ball is snapped and handed off. McCann bouncing outside, and a little bit of fancy feet there. With a gain of about 7. Again, sailing off that edge for that huge run. Not necessarily a huge run, but a big run. Anytime you're able to get a run over 4 yards is always a wonderful sight to see. I've not been paying attention for the rest of this game, for the first half of this game, but the Vulcans just last couple drives have just neglected to go into the huddle. Black taking the snap, and once again, handoff to McCann. McCann hiding behind one of his blockers. Let's probably say it's a gain of about 2, making it 3rd and 1. I have to love the patience of McCann, waiting to find a spot to get open and using his blockers to their full potential. Vulcans coming out of the huddle with a tight formation. Two receivers on the near side. Number 38 in motion. Bouncing back again, and that is a sneak again by Black. And that should be good enough for the first down, and it is. Ball will be placed around the 25-yard line. As we've seen recently in these last few games, whenever Vulcans only need about a yard or so, they are pretty quick to go into QB sneak and use that QB sneak, and it has worked and it's been pretty a successful play for them so far in these games that they've tried it. I think only failing maybe about once, if I do recall correctly. 2 receivers on the far side and 1 on the near. Black taking the snap. Fake handoff, play action, and thrown down the field in the middle. The ball is caught. Believed by 89.
Last pass is complete to number
Again,
89,
DeVay Johnson.
Davy Johnson.
Again, Johnson, I'm pretty sure. I was honestly surprised. Tough catch into 2 Gannon Knights.
Johnson's catch
Able to hang on to it and get them inside the 5.
good for a first down. It's first down goal to go Vulcans.
Black sending a man in motion. Fake handoff, and it's a keep. And it is a touchdown, Vulcans. Vulcans not Black, not really one to as we've seen in this game, in any of these games so far, not really one to keep it most of the time on the QB keep, but can and will run it when needed. Just running in for that rush there for about 3 yards. Beatco back. There's a couple flags on the play.
Play markers on a play.
Guessing the referees are talking it over exactly what it is. It's may as well be offsides against the Gannon Knights, as they may have jumped just a bit early. That's exactly what the call is. Penalties declined, and let us replay the down. Bigo once again going back for the extra point. Bico's kick is up, and it's good. Bico pretty much being lights out for the season with a couple misses. Score now 28-10. We'll be right back on the PSAC network and the CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
90.5 WERG. Hip hop.
Come on out to the Convocation Center and support men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
Come out. Our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. I think we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you're really...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, where the score is 28 Vulcans and 10 the Gannon Knights. Now, we would like to give an update. This morning, Leah Anderson earned an individual qualifier to the NCAA National Championships with a race set for November 8th in Joplin, Missouri. So congratulations to her and her family. Kick back. I caught her at about the 2-yard line. Bounced it back to the outside. Tries to make a move and is tackled at about 20 to 26, about the 27-yard line.
Lewis returns the kick out over the 25.
Who was making a couple moves, making a couple Vulcans miss, setting them up just a few yards more than what would have been a touchback. Vulcans in a nickel look. And the Gannon Knights in the shotgun. Whitaker drops back. Still has plenty of time. Looks down the field and caught at about the 45-yard line. Tank Mason again. Once again on the catch.
Mason out over the 40-yard line to the 43. That catch is good for a
43-yard line.
First down and 10. Golden Knights.
And enough for a first down. Two receivers on the near side and one on the far. One back. Taking the cut. And the ball out once again. Not sure he exactly missed it. So we have an injury timeout. Whitaker is down. Looks like the Knights will retain possession of the ball with a loss of about 4 yards. We hope that Whitaker here is okay. Again, this game being pretty close. Score 28-10. The last couple touchdowns has brought the Vulcans up ahead. That's by a few. You'd like to look at this schedules here by both teams. Or previous games, excuse me. Whitaker is up. Able to be carried off, but it's always a good sight to see the players being up to be able to stand and never be carted out, which is something you never want to see. Jaden Whitaker, a QB, 6'1", freshman out of Brownsburg, Indiana. We hope and wish him a speedy recovery if there is anything wrong. So that means number 6, Nate McKell, 6 foot, redshirted sophomore, will be in place. Drops back. As time is chased down and sacked.
McKell back to pass.
Pocket just kind of completely fell apart. McKell nowhere to go, just a little bit too late to notice the pressure, and sacked, putting the Gannon Knights in a 3rd and long situation. Two receivers on the near side and 2 on the far. One back with McKell. McKell taking the snap once again. Throws it downfield. No man in the area, just too far inside, further intended receiver. Ball incomplete. Ball was over just to the right, maybe a few more inches. What could very well could have been an interception. Knights bringing out their punting unit. Putting them at currently ball on the 30. I believe that is Donovan Warren back to punt. Taking his time, kicks it down the field. Nice punt. And we do have a flag on the play, and is way behind, so doubted it could be on the reception.
If he picks up a second, this will be good. He picks up a second.
Ball on the 25 originally. Referee going to talk it over. Could very well be roughing the kicker as a missed it, but looked away. Generally, when the flag is behind the play, like that on the punt, very well could have been. Wait to see the call here by the referee. Running into the kicker is a call. That penalty is declined, and the ball will be placed to the original spot at about the 25-yard line. Running into the kicker, as compared to roughing the kicker, is not as a serious offense. At least in high school, it's a 5-yard penalty for running into the kicker. Roughing the kicker is a 15-yard penalty and the new set of downs. But since it's just running into the kicker, that will be. Coach will take it as it is.
Vulcans will take over 1st down and 10. Ball through on 25-yard line.
Vulcans is set up on the 25-yard line. Black with 2 receivers on the near side and 1 on the far. Not 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. A few referees running onto the field, I believe, having to get the football situated, as there might have been a little bit of confusion as to whose was whose. Referee still going over to talk with the coach of the Knights. Coming back over to the sideline. Last meeting between these two teams, November 5th, 2022. Gannon 25 and Vulcans 13. Black with the play action, having plenty of time, scrambles out of the pocket, still looking down the field, and just will throw it away. Or will he? Just on the near sideline. Incomplete.
Davis Black's pass intended.
Willis, I believe, was the intended receiver.
Number 12, Eric Willis, is incomplete.
Ball incomplete, just out of the reach. Was a good ball for what the play broke down into. Just Willis not able to slow his momentum to get to that ball. Ball incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Ball at the 25-yard line. They had 295s for both defensive linemen. There's a wide receiver, too.
And I believe we do have a timeout by the California Vulcans.
Hey fans, be sure to listen for Primetime Sports Guys every Thursday evening right here on 90.5 WERG. Join Trevor and the gang on air and follow them on PTSG_WERG. The Primetime Sports Guys every Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. on WERGFM.com and 90.5.
Schedules next for these next two teams, last week being the last week for regular season play. Next game for the California Vulcans at East Stroudsburg, November 11th at 1. Next game for the Gannon Knights, November 11th as well at Shippensburg, also at 1 p.m. Both teams coming back out from the timeout.
Okay, you can do music. I'm all done here. So, you want to do music after everything? We're good. Thank you.
Vulcans, last couple of possessions, have been marching down the field. Defense coming up with a big stop of the Knights, forcing them to punt, of course, and leaving that punt on the 25-yard line where they are now. 2nd and 10. Black sending someone in motion, takes the snap, hand it off to McCann. McCann cuts it upfield on the outside, has room on the 30, and will be pushed out of bounds at about the 25. McCann again with a large run on the outside. That is not the first time we've seen that exact play.
Right tackle carries down into Gannon territory.
Ball will be placed at about the 23-yard line.
McCann finally run out of bounds at the Gannon 23-yard line.
McCann had plenty of room, but the further he got, he just seemed just to run out of gas just a bit there and was tracked down by the Knights and just forced out of bounds. Again, big carry here, and that is not the third, probably about the third one we've seen today. Black again. Handed off to Boyd. Boyd brought down with maybe about a gain of 2.
That's Bobby Boyd. Boyd's brought down by number 10, Diego Bremers.
Will be a gain of about 2.
Oh, they gained a few yards on the play, making it 2nd down.
Boyd and McCann, the two running backs, really seemed Coach Dunn has really favored so far in these games, and both have really contributed to this offense in their own way, especially when needed. Davis Black once again in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion, handed off to Boyd again. Boyd making a move, but brought down by number 10. Diego Bremer.
Diego Bremer is on the stop.
Now about 3rd and 5. Isaiah Cameron, not a name we've said too much so far in this season, in the back position. About 5 seconds left on the play clock. Black sending Cameron in motion. Takes the snap. Looking down to the right. Check down to Cameron. Tackled. Maybe a gain about a yard or two.
Black's pass is complete to Cameron.
Will still be about 4th and 4 or 4th and 5.
The end of the period. And at the end of the third quarter, with the score, the California Vulcans.
And that will be finish out this third quarter. We'll be right back on the PSAC Network and CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back between this contest between the Gannon Knights and the California Vulcans. Score 28-10. I believe it is 4th down. Vulcans with possession of the ball on the Gannon Knights' own 18-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like Beatco will come out for the kick. Knights hoping to stop this drive altogether and have the Vulcans come up scoreless. Beatco pretty much lights out for this season. Beatco back. Kick is up. And it is good. Now making the score 31-10 Vulcans. And since we just come back from a commercial break, we'll keep it right here, folks. Now, one thing that has been big for the California Vulcans is their defense, as we're seeing here today. The defense of the team can definitely make or break that team. We'll take a look here at the live stats. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm having trouble. One thing I'd like to point out is the first downs for both teams. The Vulcans with 16 and the Gannon Knights with 11. Not much of a big discrepancy between the two. Receiving yards, the Vulcans with 200, Knights 159. Vulcans averaging 16.7 a pass, and the Knights averaging 13.3. I guess the biggest thing would definitely be the one fumble. Both teams even at about takeaways. Vulcans Black throwing that interception, which led to the Knights score, and later in the game, the Knights with the fumble. Beatco back to kick. Kick is up. Received about the 8-yard line. Whew. Number 53 coming across the field and laying down a big hit. Number 53 being Robert Washington.
Knights will start first down and 10 at their own 25.
Knights setting up at their own 25. Trips bunch on the far side and with one receiver on the near. Back to throw. Tipped and thrown incomplete.
McHale's pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
Nate McHale still out on the field for the Gannon Knights. Falcons able to get their hands up and just enough. Took just enough energy off of that ball just for it to fall incomplete. Again, when you have a line like the Vulcans do here, you basically come to expect it and are glad for it as it makes the job on your defensive backs a little bit easier. McHale with a hard count. Flags being thrown late on the field. I believe we will have an offsides call against the Vulcans. Jumping offsides just a bit late. At least a late penalty flag by the refs. I'm not sure exactly what they're talking over. I'm guessing this is one of my first times I've seen something like this. It is an offsides call. Neutral zone. I missed exactly what he said about the neutral zone.
5-yard penalty moves the ball onto the 30-yard line, where it'll be second down and 5.
Second down and 5. Empty backfield for the Knights. Nate McHale taking the snap, dropping back, throws it down the field, deep, wide open, but just out of the reach of number 1, Kejon Baptiste, excuse me. Ball just out of the reach. Surely, if it would have been caught, probably would have been a nice chunky yardage for the Knights or a touchdown, but just out of the reach and not really much Baptiste could really do with that. Now 3rd and 5. Knights still looking for rhythm with the new quarterback, Nate McHale. Falcons with 4 down linemen and 3 backers. McHale dropped back to pass on an out route. Ball is complete.
McHale's pass is complete to number 20, Donnie Marcus.
Number 20, Donnie Marcus. So you have to see where they're going to spot the ball.
Marcus comes out to the 34-yard line.
About 1.5 yards short of the first down. So in about 4th and 1. Maybe 4th and a little bit more than 1. Looks like the offense will stay out for the Knights. Bringing the house. Tight end number 84 will take the snap on the sneak. Jonathan Bowden. And I believe that will be enough, and it is for the Knights' first down.
Jonathan Bowden carries out over the 35 to the 36.
Not exactly a bad play call in this situation, as the Knights are down 21, so not much really to lose, and a great first down for them. You set it down at about 40-35. McHale back to pass, scrambles down the field, and will run out of bounds
McHale back to pass.
for a gain of about 6 yards.
Chased out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Excuse me, 7, I believe. So now 2nd and 3. Not a lot of pass completions here in these last few. That's coming from McHale again. McHale on the handoff to number 20. Running on the outside. Gets a couple blockers and is brought down. With a gain of about 4. Enough for the Knights' first down. Knights able to get a couple blockers out in front. And get a nice chunky yardage. there just to keep the chains moving.
Carries out to the 49-yard line. Good for a first down.
Clock continuing to move. Knights not going into a huddle. Two receivers on the near side, one on the far. McHale taking the snap. Ooh, for the first time I've seen that pass. Originally in the hands
Incomplete out of bounds to John Batiste.
of Batiste, but as he was being pushed out of bounds by the Vulcans, just kind of bobbled it, making it incomplete. Now 2nd and 10.
Ball at the Gannon 49-yard line.
Three receivers on the near side and a tight end on the far. McHale faking the snap and keeping it, running up and brought down.
Baptiste on a keeper.
Right now by number 48, I believe, Daryl Perkins. Wonderful open field tackle just to keep, McHale for about 3 yards.
Third down and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Now 3rd and 7, same formation. Vulcans showing 5 down on the line. Rushing 4. McHale flushed out of the pocket once again and has a lot of daylight. Down on the 30, the 20 will be run out of bounds at about the 15. McHale may not have had a few wide receivers or just may have missed his receivers, but not really mattering much at this rate as he's last few plays he's just scrambled for the first down. Vulcans will definitely probably try to do something different here to keep him from rushing, as he's keeping them in this drive. Enough for the first down. Takes the handoff. A little trickery here. Handed off to number 3. It was really supposed to be passed to McHale, but number 3, Sam East, looking for McHale, but was covered. Falcons covering that play, trick play pretty well, but East with a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Not too often we see this plays, but great heads up there by the Vulcans to notice it and recognize it early. Now just struggling to really defend the scramble here on the pass plays. Kell in the gun, drops back, throws in the right. Ball thrown just short, incomplete.
Kell's pass intended for Sobolewski is incomplete.
Ball intended for number 19, Sobleski. Just out of the reach as the Vulcan defender was right there in his face. Just off of his fingertips and just falling short. Now about 3rd and 5.
That brings up 3rd down and 5.
On the Vulcans, about 8-yard line. McHale taking the snap. Oh my gosh, and that ball is threaded for a touchdown. I thought for sure that ball was either incomplete or it's intercepted, but great pass and threaded in the needle from McHale by there. Batiste on the reception once again. Score now 16-31.
Scarpino to attempt the point after.
Eric Scarpino back to attack the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. After that touchdown, score 31-17. California Vulcans. We'll be right back on the PSAC Network, CUTV Sports 1.
Come on out to the Convocation Center and support men's and women's basketball for the 2023-2024 season. The Vulcans are looking to put the PSAC on notice this year after both teams are picked towards the top of the preseason conference rankings. There will be 13 men's games and 16 women's games at home. Follow calvulcans.com for any update. All games will be live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Come out. Our team's going to be very exciting. We have a lot of good players. They we play the game the right way, very up-tempo. I think we're going to be able to score some points. I think our defense is going to be great. Our guys have great energy.
Come to our games. I think once you get here, you'll really like what you see. I think it's exciting. These players put in a ton of time, a ton of effort to put out a good product on the floor. And like I said, I think it's super exciting, and you're really.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As the score is 31-17, California Vulcans leading the Gannon Knights. Last drive was a touchdown pass from Mikel to Batiste, chipping away at the score. Donovan Warren back to kick for the Knights. One of a bit of an onside kick. Ball fair caught. About this, I'll call it around the 39-yard line. Excuse me, not the 39, the 41. Looks like we might have a. And there is an offsides call by the kicking team, the Knights, so that ball, as the referee said, will be enforced from the end of the return by the Vulcans. So now they will take over at their own 45-yard line. 5 yards better from the previous spot. Davis Black in this game with a QBR of 143. Total completions on 21 attempts. Black taking the snap, handed it off. Cuts up the field is McCann, I believe. Excuse me, not McCann, Boyd.
Bobby Boyd.
Boyd marching down the field, and that is enough for the first down.
Down to the Golden Knights 40. He's met there by
Boyd on the day with 15 attempts and 73 yards, averaging 4.7 yards per carry, and longest one of today being 20 yards. Him and his offensive line have definitely been putting in work, as well as McCann in this game so far. Black in the gun. Boyd motion to his left, taking the step. Once again, handed off to Boyd. Boyd breaking a couple tackles and continuing to march downfield. 4 yard for gain, about 7 yards. Once again, an excellent carry by Boyd. But it looks like we'll have an injury on the field. Clock will stop. Teams will go to their sidelines. Now with that carry, Bobby Boyd with 88 yards on the day. Now averaging 5.3. Both Boyd and McCann have been a solid backfield duo for this Falcons offense, as well as this can't really have offense without the offensive line, as they have been helping out so far. As we look at a couple leaders here for this Gannon defense, tackle leader being Bremer with 8 solo and 14, not 14, but 6 assisted tackles. Now he's up on his own power, which is always a good sign. And once again, the referees cannot start the game until the injured player is off the field and onto the sideline. As he is off now, Vulcans will be ushered back onto the field. Second and about 3. Two receivers on the far side, one on the near. Black with 2 running backs. Black sending a man in motion, taking the snap. It's going to be handed off to Boyd again. Boyd getting loose just a couple times. Gets to about the 30-yard line, and that will be enough for the Vulcans' first down. Last couple plays, Vulcans just continue to run the ball and get enough for the first down. And they're chipping away at this clock, which I believe is their plan in this game so far.
First down and 10, Vulcans.
Now this offensive front for the Vulcans, if anything, one thing they have been is pretty much consistent, allowing both their running backs and giving Black plenty of time for passes, allowing Boyd to continue to run. Ball handed off once again to Boyd. Boyd bouncing it back outside, but brought down by number 10, Diego Bremer. Bremer this game being one of the tackle leaders once again on the Gannon offense. Excuse me, an offense-defense.
That's a gain of 3 yards in play. Second down and 7.
Boyd with a gain of about 3. Now second down and 7. Black once again with 2 backs in the backfield. One receiver on the near and 2 on the far. Sending a man in motion. Ball is snapped and handed off. Faked. Black keeping the ball. Will be enough for the Vulcans' first down. Black, as I said earlier, not really one to keep the ball many times, but can if needed to, and a great play there and a great read. Enough for the first down. Vulcans already in formation. Black taking the snap, looking, quick pass. Ball is thrown incomplete, in and out of the hands of the Vulcans. A little bit of commotion down on the sideline.
For Mari Hopkins.
Mari Hopkins, their intended receiver.
Second down and 10. Ball being Gannon 17-yard line.
Now second down. One of the first few pass plays of this drive we've seen. Now second and 10. Vulcans hoping to once again punch it in for another touchdown. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Black sending a man in motion. Ball is snapped and handed off to McCann. McCann running down the sideline. Close to the sideline. And forced out of bounds.
That's Eric McCann. Yeah, good school there. McCann to the 10-yard line.
McCann with a nice chunky yards. About 3rd and 3 left for the first down.
Call it 3rd down and 3.
Vulcans is driving, mixing in that one pass, but still keeping loyal to the run game, which so far has worked for them in this drive. No receiver on the far side. Black once again taking the snap, handing off. Keeping it.
Black on a keeper.
Believe we can get no gain on the play.
He stopped for no gain on the play by Chris Barnesworth.
Still about 4th and 3. Kicking unit will come out onto the field.
That'll make it 4th down and 3 at the 10-yard line.
follow him wherever he goes. One follow ball.
Beatco coming out for the field goal. Longest one of the day, and then the only one of the day being 35 yards. Beatco kick is up. And it is good. Now making the score 34-17. The Vulcans up with a huge lead, and we'll be right back here on the PSAC Network, CUTV and CUTV Sports 1.
The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference celebrates the athletic and academic excellence of its student athletes. Last year, over 3,800 achieved at least a 3.25 GPA to earn recognition as a PSAC Scholar Athlete. Athletically, 75 PSAC teams qualified for the NCAA championships. Champions on the field, champions in the classroom, making the PSAC proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Erie, Pennsylvania, where we have your California Vulcans against the Gannon Knights. Vulcans scoring the not the extra point, but the 3-point try. Again, increasing their lead. Once again, score 34-17. Beatco back to kick, averaging about 50 yards each kickoff. Looking for his men to be ready. Beatco, the kick is off. Ball will be received about the 15-yard line. Ball run up the middle. Bounced around a few, but got out now for about the 27-yard line.
Kickoff at the 2-yard line. He returns it out over the 25 to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Golden Knights start first and 10.
Adding 2 yards to adding 2 yards to a touchback, putting the ball at the 27-yard line. Two receivers on the near and 2 on the far. Vulcan showing 4 rushing and 3 backs. Snap taken by McKell. Some time thrown across the middle and caught. They're going to say the ball came out, but they're going to say he was down. Again, Tank Mason on the reception.
Mason out to the 39-yard line. That catch is good for
Mason seemed to be a favorite target. Whitaker last quarter being taken out with injury, but even with the favorite target of McKell, Tank Mason, 6 receptions for 65 yards, averaging 10.8 a reception. McKell taking the snap once again. Flush out of the pocket. Nowhere to go, and he is sacked.
McKell back to pass.
He is brought down by number 9, Abraham Sinogo.
He's dropped by number 9, Abraham Sinogo.
Let's get nowhere to go.
Play moves the ball back to the 32-yard line.
Second and long for the Knights.
Brings up second down and long.
And McKell taking the snap once again, looking down the left side of the field, and the ball is caught on the going across. Brought down a few yards shy of a first down. And it looks like we do have another injury on the sideline.
Tilt that one, because they're going to play. He's on the sideline. Tilt that one, tilt that one, tilt that one, tilt that one. Did they stop the clock yet? What's the clock to stop that?
Not sure exactly what happened on the play there. Tackle made, but came up, I'm guessing, kind of funny. Which has been unfortunate for the Knights, as they had quite a few players carted off to the side, not carted off, but escorted to the sideline, which is never really a good sign. He's able to get up on his own power, which is always a good sign.
play resumes, it'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Golden Knights at their own 47-yard line.
About 3rd and 2. 3 receivers on the near, 1 on the far, 1 back with McHale. Vulcans rushing for, and the ball is handed off, and he is brought down for a loss of about 1. Vulcans got in there pretty quick.
Hand up to David Morgan.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, so a gain of 0 yards and a loss of none.
On the play and brings up 4th down and 2 at the 47.
4th and 2. As what has been this 4th quarter, Vulcans continue, excuse me, not the Vulcans, but Knights continue to go for it on 4th down. Knights sending a man in motion. McHale dropping back to pass. Find his man, number 1. Batiste. Again for the 1st down. Ball will be placed down at the 45-yard line.
Vulcan territory to the Cal 45.
Enough for the 1st down. No huddle. Once again.
Almost within 2 minutes.
Back to pass. Has time. Thrown as it is. He was thrown. Batiste. Ball, I think, below. Thrown incomplete. Batiste was blown up on the catch, grabbing his midsection. Flag. There are flags on the play. Whole lot went on in that last play. Referees will take some time to throw this one, talk this one over. Pass interference on the defense. Ball falling incomplete, but Batiste still on the ground. Batiste's game a receiving leader for this team.
Yeah, I thought he caught it.
Some confusion as to what happened. As we did have the pass interference call, but it looked like Batiste able to stand up. Always a good sign. Ball looked like it was originally caught, but knocked loose. With that pass interference call, it will be first down and 10 from the Vulcans.
2:18 left.
From the Knights' opponents, 30-yard line.
The 30-yard line, where it's 1st down and 10 Gannon.
Three receivers on the far side for McHale. McHale once again dropping back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket quickly, thrown down the field. Ball was up for grabs there, and ball falling incomplete, which could have gone either way for the Vulcans or the Knights, but ball just bouncing out of their hands.
Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Vulcan 30-yard line.
So still now 2nd and 10 for the Knights. McHale once again in the gun, sending a man in motion. Taking a snap again, dropping back the pass. Flushed out of the pocket, looking down the field, but still scrambling. He will just throw it away. McHale really struggling to find a rhythm after being subbed into this game on short notice.
That'll make it 3rd down. 3rd down and 10 at the Vulcan 30-yard line.
McHale 5 of 11, 45.5%. Completion sacked twice so far since coming into this game. Last pass making it 5 of 12. Empty backfield for the Knights. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have a false start on the offense. As our right guard just jumped off just a tad early.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 35-yard line. Where it'll be third down and 15.
Now 3rd and 15. Play clock going. 2 receivers on the near side. 3 on the far and an empty backfield once again. Again, we have another flag on the play. And another false start against the Gannon Knights. 2 in a row. Being this close to the end zone or this close for at least the extra point. This is a big hit to this offense, as they will have to fight that much more for the first down. Now 3rd and 20. And another whistle. I believe it will be a timeout, and that's exactly what it is for the Vulcans. Two false starts in a row for the Knights, putting them back 10 yards. Now 3rd and 20. Vulcans defense does put a little bit off their plate, as they don't have to not necessarily work as hard for the stop. But the Knights pretty much, a couple plays here, shooting themselves in the foot. Hoping to really bounce back from those penalties and hoping to gain a first down. McHale, since being subbed in for Whitaker, has thrown a few passes, but has just had nothing really going, as he's just been flushed out of the pocket. And each time he's really looked down the field, none of his men are really open. 5 of 12 on the day. Completion percentage of 42% on 46 yards, longest being 16. Has been sacked a couple times, so that also contributes. Again, McHale once again in an empty backfield. And once again, another penalty flag, which I believe will definitely be an offsides. And offsides penalty going against the Vulcans. 3 penalties in a row without any play. Now taking it down to 3rd and 15. Knights once again will take the same formation. McHale all alone. Oh my gosh, and then once again, another penalty flag. I guess we'll wait to see here. We did see the defense jump, but the offense move. I'm guessing they'll wait to see whether the defense jumped the neutral zone. And I believe that's what will. And once again, that's what the call will be. Offsides for the Vulcans. And just like that, from going from 3rd and 20 to 3rd and 10, now bringing the Knights back up. McHale by himself drops back the pass, looks down the left side of the field and throws it down deep to a man covered. Ball deflected, thrown incomplete. Very well could have been an interception had he been looking for it. Now 4th and 10 on the 30. We'll wait to see whether they decide to go for it or go for the field goal this deep out, which would be about a 40-yard field goal. This far into the game and being down this much. Score 34-17. Knights not really having much to lose. So they're deciding to opt and keep their offense out on the field. A lot of mishaps in this game so far. Cal dropping back the pass. Flushed out by number 40, running down the left. Sees a man, throws it down the field. Ball was thrown out of bounds. Ball incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs.
Vulcans will take over on downs. 1st and 10. Ball at their own 30-yard line.
Vulcans will take over on their own 30-yard line. With 1 minute and 47 seconds left in the game. I'd imagine the Vulcans will decide just to opt to keep it on the ground for the rest of this game. Once again, Vulcan's taking over on their own 30. Black in the backfield with two running backs. Taking the snap and handing it off. Running down the field, I believe, is Boyd. Will be forced out at about 34-yard line.
Cameron, the ball carrier.
Excuse me, Isaiah Cameron for about his second, I believe, which is his second carry in this game.
Gain of 4 yards in a play, second down and 6. Probably have to add some seconds.
Knights take a timeout with 1 minute 31 seconds left in this game.
138.
At this point in the game, Vulcan's using all of their weapons and all of their backs, especially in this game. So far, we've had in this game Boyd with 18 carries, gaining 103 yards. McCann with 11 attempts, 90 yards. Cameron, 3 yards and 3 attempts. 3 attempts on 32 yards. Black with 8 attempts and 24 yards. Longest run being today by McCann with 52 yards. Vulcan's offense once again out about second and 6. Black with 2 backs. Handing it off to Cameron. Cameron falling forward just enough for the Vulcan first down. That will stop the clock since it is now under 2 minutes, but enough for the first down. Cameron not really seeing too many carries on this season. But once again, showing he is just as reliable as Boyd and McCann. Once again, same formation for the Vulcans. Black running out the clock, handing it off. Cameron bouncing it up and in of a gain about 4 yards. .45 seconds left to play. And I believe they will only run one more play after this.
Pick up a 4 yards in a play, second down and 6. 2 left. Ball at the Vulcan 46-yard line.
Vulcans in victory formation. Black under center. Running down the clock. Black taking the knee. And that will end this game. Final score, 34 Vulcans. Gannon Knights, 17. Next week, Vulcans going off to East Stroudsburg. And the Knights going off to Shippensburg next week for the final week of regular season football. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the game, and we'll see you next time on CUTV and the CPSAC Network and CUTV Sports 1.